Remat. He's been developing a mattress recycling outreach. Should be kind of a social, it fits into some of our social justice values here in terms of who you want to reach out to in your employment interests, but also does significant and would do significant environmental good. So I just want to turn it over to you and kind of let you run where you will.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, generally, I'm going to give a nice overview of nationwide mattress recycling, and then I'm just going to slowly bring it back down into Texas. So just going to start with one of the big figures. In the Mattress Recycling Council uses the number 50,000, but they recently just upped it to 80,000. So just to give you perspective of the problem, 80,000 mattresses are disposed of every single day here in the U.S. And the primary reasons for recycling mattresses are twofold. First of all, it's diverting these materials from the landfill, because over 80% of every mattress can be recycled. You can take out the steel, you can take out the foam, the cotton, the exterior materials, which is called the ticking. All those materials are perfectly recyclable. Even the wood you can recycle. And when you divert these materials from the landfill, you're first of all saving landfill space, but you're also preventing them from being incinerated, if that's what they're also used for sometimes. And then the second benefit is that you can create jobs, because people need to be paid to break down the mattresses. And I'll get more into that process later on. All right, right now, the most successful recycling that happens in the U.S. are in the 3 states of California, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. In those 3 states, they passed what are called extended producer responsibility policies, where basically the state said to the mattress industry, look, we appreciate that you make a product that residents can buy and use in our state, but at the end of its life, this product becomes a nuisance for us. So you as an industry, you have 1 year to either find a way to design your product differently or to get a recycling program going in our states. So as a response, the International Sleep Product Association formed the Mattress Recycling Council, which now oversees the statewide mattress recycling program in these 3 states. And basically, the way extended producer policies work and the way this policy works is that a recycling fee is collected at the point of sale. So when you go to buy a mattress or a box spring in these 3 states, you actually are paying a recycling fee at the point of sale. So for example, in California, it's $10.50. It used to be $11, but they actually dropped it because the program is working so well. And then these 3 states combined recycle over 1 million mattresses every year. And you can actually learn all about the Mattress Recycling Council at their website as well. And this is a map which may be just slightly outdated that the Product Stewardship Institute keeps a track of. And basically this shows all the extended producer responsibility policies that exist in the U.S. And right now in Texas, we have one for electronics and computers. So basically, whenever you're buying a computer or TV or anything of that nature, you're already paying a recycling fee for it. You just don't know it until now. But that's how those policies work, and they work very well and effectively. And the Product Stewardship Institute also conducted a study in the state of Connecticut, and they actually looked at the 4 statewide EPR policies that are in effect in that state. And it's the first study of its kind to look at the economic and environmental benefits of those recycling policies. Now, these statistics are just from the mattress recycling program. And as you can see, not only do you have staggering environmental benefits, but municipalities actually save money as well every single year, because they're no longer having to pay to put things in the dump. And because these recycling programs take that burden off of municipalities. So an EPR policy not only helps keep states cleaner and actually saves cities money, so it doesn't make any sense for them not to implement this kind of policy. And to give you an idea of what one of these programs looks like, in Connecticut, you can see all these orange dots are all the collection sites that are set up to where residents can bring their mattresses voluntarily, or you could have someone come pick it up for you. They have some collection services where people will pay someone to come pick up their mattress and take it to one of these sites. They also have some collection events, which are in purple, which are kind of hard to see. And then they have their one recycling center where they actually bring everything to. Now, outside of the Mattress Recycling Council in those 3 states, you have a patchwork of nonprofits that recycle mattresses. For example, you've got a great operation up in Colorado called Springback. They have operations in 3 cities. You've got another one that's in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they are part of the Emerge nonprofit network. and they actually are paid by the city to recycle mattresses. It's the only relationship I know of like that here in the U.S. And basically the way that works is that during the bulk collection, the weekly bulk collection that you have, just like for our garbage, you would have the opportunity to pull out your mattress and put it on the curb, and the city would either pick it up and bring it to the nonprofit, or they would go around the houses, keep track of which ones have a mattress, and tell the nonprofit, then they'll come pick them up, and the city pays them the processing fee to recycle the mattress. And you can actually see all of them on a map, which is buybymattress.com, and if you can pull it up for fun if you ever want, or just to share it with your friends, let them know that, hey, there's a mattress recycling facility close by, maybe you should make use of it. And this is what the map looks like. It's a little outdated because, like I said, in Colorado they've got 3 locations now. And then as you'll see, pretty much our closest one is in Houston, and that would be Habitat for Humanity. They do a lot of great work out there for recycling mattresses. All right, now there are basically 3 models that these mattress recycling entities survive through. And of course, the most efficient one is through mandate, which would be your EPR policy, because you're getting the largest quantity of mattresses into these recyclers, and therefore you're reducing the cost of recycling. The second most effective is when local governments actually have a contract with a nonprofit to recycle them. And then you also have the independent model, which is what a lot of the nonprofits outside of the MRC operate through, which is basically they charge residents and businesses a processing fee if you drop a mattress off to them, and then they'll also provide collection services where they'll come pick it out and they'll charge an additional fee to do that. But regardless of which model you fall under, mattress recyclers always have to charge some sort of processing fee, because breaking down the materials and then selling them or when you sell the materials after you break them down, it doesn't cover your overhead, so you need to charge some kind of processing fee. Now in Texas, close to 3 million mattresses are disposed of every single year, and right now we have no real citywide recycling policy or program, and we have 3 tiny facilities, one of which I touched on just a moment ago. Kind of. All right, now the process of deconstructing mattresses here in the U.S. is done through manual labor. You basically take a mattress, you throw it up on a table, you cut it open with box cutters or some sort of cutting implement. You then extract the steel, the foam, the cotton, the ticking, and you'll bale those materials into about 1,000-pound bales, and then you will ship them to manufacturers that reuse those materials. And like I said before, over 80% of every mattress can be recycled in this fashion. Now, Remat is a nonprofit that I founded to start mattress recycling here in Texas and to focus solely on recycling mattresses. And right now, we are fiscally sponsored by the Austin Community Foundation, and our short-term goal is to start operating here in San Antonio and in Austin before the end of this year. And our long-term presence is to reach out into the other major metro areas that don't have mattress recycling yet in Texas, such as El Paso, for example. All right, and I touched on this a little bit earlier, but basically the way nonprofits survive in the same way we will survive is that we will sell the materials on the back end and earn some revenue through that, and then we'll charge a processing fee for people who bring mattresses to us and also provide collection services to the community. And through this dual revenue stream, we will actually break even basically towards the end of the year. That way we don't have to go out every single year and beg for more money. So we just need